Hi everyone, this is Helen from MK Fit Body Bootcamp, and today I want to talk to you about training intensity. So a lot of you will know that all of our bootcamp sessions are only 40 minutes long. We do a 5-minute warm-up followed by a 30-minute main session and then a 5-minute cool down. And the reason for this is it has been proven it is more effective for fat loss to train for a shorter period of time at a higher intensity than to train at a lower intensity over an extended period of time. So that is why all our sessions are no more than 40 minutes long. The thing is, you need to make sure, if you're training this way, that you are training at the right intensity. So there's a very quick and easy way that you can figure out if you're working at the right intensity or not, and it's called your rate of perceived exertion, or the RPE scale. Okay, now it's very, very simple. It's a scale of 1 to 10. So number 1 would be laying in bed doing nothing, or pretty much just sitting on this chair chatting to you like I'm doing now. I'm not really putting in much effort, I'm not out of breath, I'm not breaking a sweat. It's quite easy. I could do it all day long if I wanted to. You'd probably get bored of that, but I could do it. I could quite easily chat and sit on a chair all day long if I wanted to. Number 10, complete opposite end of the scale. Now imagine you're a 100-meter sprinter. In fact, imagine you are Usain Bolt. Now imagine the amount of effort he puts in for that 9 seconds when he's running a 100-meter race. Okay, it is literally bang, 9 seconds, full intensity. Couldn't do any more if he tried. Well, actually, Usain Bolt, he probably could, to be honest. He slows down over the line. But there we go. So 1 to 10. 1, barely nothing at all. Number 10, absolute effort. Imagine someone's chasing you down the street and you're running away from them. That would be your number 10. So where do you want to be on this scale during your 30 to 40 minute training session? Where do you reckon? Number 5 maybe? Number 10 maybe? It's neither of those. Number 5 would be too low intensity. At number 5, you'd be able to still hold a conversation. You'd be slightly out of breath, but you'd still be able to hold a full conversation. Number 10, we don't want you working out at number 10 for a full 30 minutes, okay? So you want to be working out between 7 and 9, and that will vary throughout the session depending on what you're doing. So number 7, 8 or 9 is where you want to be on the scale of rate of perceived exertion, okay? So that would mean that you find it difficult to hold a conversation because you're going to be out of breath. You're going to be sweating, your heart's going to be thumping a little bit, your muscles are probably going to be burning because of the resistance work that we do as well. So it's not going to be easy basically, and for 30 minutes you are going to be outside of your comfort zone and it's not going to feel comfortable, okay? And that's where you want to be, a 7, 8 or a 9. Now bearing in mind that your 7, 8 or 9 will be completely different to someone else's 7, 8 or 9. So if you're someone that's got a good level of fitness, you've been training for quite a while, maybe you've got sort of 2, 3, 4, 6 years of training under your belt, so you've got a good level of fitness already. Now your number 8 is going to be a very, very different level of intensity than a beginner's number 8. So you can have 2 completely different people and they're both at number 8 on their rate of perceived exertion, but the person that's been training for longer will appear to be putting in more effort. They're not putting in more effort. They're working at a higher intensity because obviously their fitness levels and their experience in training will allow them to. So if you are a beginner, don't look around at everyone else and see what they're doing. You've got to work on your own scale. So your 7, 8 or 9 might be just doing high knees on the spot without jumping it. That might be a number 8 for you, and that's fine. If you're out of breath, if you feel like you couldn't do much more if you wanted to, then that's fine. But for someone else, a number 8 might be doing tuck jumps because just the high knees wouldn't get them to that point. So you need to be really honest with yourself when it comes to your training intensity, and you need to make sure that you're pushing yourself to that point. If you do come to boot camp, then we will push you to that point as much as we can as well. But you really need to make sure that you are responsible for your training intensity, and you have to push yourself to that point where you're out of breath, you can't hold a conversation, you're sweating and it's uncomfortable, okay, for the 30 minutes. And it will fluctuate. Obviously, if you're doing a sumo squat, then you'll probably be at a lower intensity than if you're doing burpees. Okay, so be honest with yourself. And if you don't come to bootcamp, then this applies to your normal workouts, whether you train at the gym or at home or outside. This all applies. So if you're someone that spends 2 hours at the gym, I hate to tell you this, but you're wasting your time. It'd be much more effective if you cut that session time down to just half an hour of training, but work at a higher intensity than by spreading it out 1, 2 hours, 3 hours sometimes. I know a lot of people who do train for that long, and it's just a waste of time, okay? We're very strapped for time in this day and age, and anywhere that we can save time, brilliant. And if you can save time whilst being more effective, even better, okay? Make sense? So whether you're at boot camp and your sessions are that long anyway and you have to train at that intensity, and we'll make sure you do, or whether you train somewhere else, then please shorten down your sessions but make them more intense. And like I say, if you're not sure if you're training at the right intensity, then hey, come in, try out a boot camp session. If you're not a boot camper already, then come in and we'll show you the right intensity that you should be training at. And the thing is, it's fun as well. It's good to push yourself that little bit further. And unless you're pushing yourself that little tiny bit more every single day, then you're never going to get to where you want to be. It is uncomfortable, but hey, if you never push outside your comfort zone, you're never going to find all those amazing things that happen just beyond your comfort zone, okay? So everyone, it's been great talking with you today. If you've got any questions about the rate of perceived exertion or training intensity at all, then please leave a comment below or get in touch with me, reach out, and we're always happy to help. Okay everyone, I hope you have a wonderful day. Go forth and train hard. See you soon. I'm Helen at MK Fit Body Bootcamp. Bye bye.